All right, I think I'm on. Hello. We'll see if I'm on. It's JLJ this morning. I'm having issues with my intranet. What's going on, folks? I'm James Lott Jr. It's the morning time. I'm on 20 minutes later than I planned. I've been trying to get on for the last 20 minutes. This is one of the things about technology. It's 2022, and we still got problems. I live in a halfway okay neighborhood, and I got problems with my internet. I don't understand. I just don't get it. I'm gonna set some wait for stuff to come on so I can actually get the chat room open and stuff. I can't see nothing. I don't know what's going on. It's going super slow. I do not know what is going on here. Let's try to hold on. It's a cold morning in Los Angeles. Hope you're okay wherever you are. Let's see. It's still thinking. It's gonna pop on because right now it's gonna make a noise. It's still thinking. Come on, okay, it's taking its time. It's going super slow over here. So I hope you can see me. I'm gonna type like a chat room. Nope, that's not working. There we go. We'll see what happens. But actually, this thing is thinking it's gonna come on. It may have my voice come on, so I got to stop it before it makes a noise. It doesn't echo in here, and I'm waiting for it to finish doing that so I can actually. Right on. There we go. So that's gonna happen. There we go. So hopefully you can see me. I have no idea what's going on. If not, this will be recorded and it'll be up for everybody to watch later, of course. Good morning. I have the coffee, my granddaughter. Scarlet on the cup. As you can see from my title, I will never show my body online. I was having this thought the other day. I was going through my list, and Instagram especially. Instagram shows you people's pictures. They say sponsored, but they show you they randomly throw on people for the algorithms. So you notice them, and I noticed there are a lot of men and women who just post every day. It's a picture of them, or so there's times a day of them half naked, scantily clad. Or for guys, no shirts. I see a lot of ass showing now on these things. And it's just because I remember when it first came on, the whole Instagram model, I put in quotes, that was something that was popular. People do this and get noticed. But a lot of these people who are on here, I notice they're not porn stars, they're not trainers, they're not bodybuilders, they come across like average guys, regular guys and girls who they want lots of followers, and so that's what they do. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's the psychology behind them. So I feel what it is. Like they have thousands of followers, way more than I do, and I work hard trying to show my content. But all I do is they post a picture of themselves in some kind of sexy position or just whatever, and that's it. Hardly any captions, hardly anything, and they're from all over the world. It could be anywhere, or in the U.S. And you know nothing about them. You don't know what they do. Some actually do say what they do. Some like librarian, construction worker. And I'm like, so this is some say the Instagram just for fun. So, I mean, the ones I know that are like dancers or trainers or like sort of porn stars, I get why they show their bodies. It's part of their job. Part of their job is to show their bodies. The fans want to see it. And trainers give tips, and I get that stuff. But I just want to show these folks. So all this is about getting a lot of likes and people following you. So you can have. This one guy has like 60,000 followers. He only follows like 200, of course, because you can do that. And I'm barely hitting 3,100. I have 3,100 at this point. So I'm 32, and I post actual content. I'm trying to promote stuff. I'm trying to share other people's stuff. And it's like, I should have 60,000 followers. I don't understand why I don't. And now on my phone, I'm getting texts from people. It's like, that I don't know who they are. Computer repair. I don't need computer repair. It's just the oddest thing to me. It's so, you put up a half. And I've seen one guy who never did that, and now he does. He's like, slowly but surely, I watched him, slowly but surely. I had one guy to stop following because I was like, I don't want to see you half naked. Like I wasn't following you because I was following you for all the reason. And now you're putting very explicit pics up there. I have a cousin who, in the story he wrote, the stories, in the Instagram stories, um, posted a few seconds of him doing stuff that I'm like, you're my cousin. I don't want to see that. Like, I really don't want to see that. You're like, oh my God, no, no, I don't want to see that. And I was like, and now it's not, and back in the day, it was only certain body types that would do that. Now it doesn't matter. Everybody's body positive. We're just going to do what we want, which is fine with me. I have no problem with that, of course. But it's like, but now it's like every body type is half naked on Instagram. It's like, it is very interesting because I'm like, I'm not a prude or anything like that at all. I'm not saying that at all. And you do what you want, your page. But I just was observing this going, it's becoming so commonplace now for just the average guy or girl to post provocative photos themselves and nobody blinks an eye. And then, but then you have the whole thing of there's the other backlash. It's like, well, I don't want to see all that either. And there's folks who are way more extreme than I am. I really don't want to see that. Now, I don't blame them. The Instagram, like most social media, you can almost curate to what you want to see, right? Depends on who you follow, how you can do that. But I was like, but then there's folks who don't want to shut it down. Or I would never go that far. I would never report somebody. I'm like, if you want to show yourself ass cheeks, everything hanging out, that's your business. I mean, I'm not here to police you and tell you what to do. That to me is not my business. But then I have folks who feel bad about themselves because they don't look like these people. So there's all that going on. As a person with weight issues my whole life, I've gone up and down and up and down and up and down my whole life. That I've never equated my worth with my looks. I've just never done that. I've never been a person who's relied on my looks. I know I'm a good-looking guy. I mean, I know my face and everything. I know I'm a good-looking guy. I don't think I'm hideous and should be hidden in the shadows. But I think because of my body, I never relied on that. I was super skinny at one point, and I didn't think any more of myself when I was big and hefty. I mean, I was always about my personality. It was always about my smarts. It was about my comedic timing. It was always about that. I was always like, you have to like me for that stuff more than I want to be liked for that, more so than if I have abs or not. And that was something that I really was very strong about. It was anything I thought about. I just never relied. And I lived in San Francisco, folks. I lived in San Francisco where it was like 9% gay men there, and they were all, and even straight guys. Everybody was trying to look good, and going to the gyms and stuff. And it was I was surrounded by it all the time. And I had a best friend who went to the gym every day, and he was watching every inch of what he was eating and shaving himself. And oh my goodness, and I mean, just like the whole thing. I'm like, I tried gym life for a while, didn't work for me. I'm like, nah. Boring, like for you guys. But he was seriously, because he had a weight issue when right before I met him. No, when I first met him, he was fine. Then later he got really big. And so he was like me, just up and down. Some folks, you eat some corn or whatever, or a piece of rice, and you gain weight. I mean, some of us just don't have metabolism or the setup or the makeup to be these, buffed out people or skinny things. I just don't care that much. I just don't. And I'm just one of these folks who are online who are just sitting there, just like their whole body. It's all about their body. Like you're presenting your body, and that's it. I wonder. There's this one guy who does it every day. He always presents. He's always half naked and stuff. And he always talks about his mental health, how he's not happy, and how. And at first I used to mock him and go, okay, poor baby, you're white and you're got a great body and you're young, and of course, you have problems, whatever. But you're always posting these things where you're like, I had a depression day today, and nobody loves me. I'm like, all this stuff. Then I started realizing I can see, actually, I gotta stop mocking it. It's probably true. He really is trying to share something with people that for him, in his world, it is a problem. He doesn't feel like it's not enough. He's working out every day, and he's trying his best to create something, and it's not enough. They always say this, and I'm an organizer, so I know it's organizing. You can get a body. You can work hard and get all that done and get skinny or buff, whatever you want to do. But you got to look at the situation, your mental state. You can be totally buffed and everything and not happy. And it took me a while for me to kind of accept that kind of. I knew that on some level, but like it took me a while to not mock people who just go, "Oh, poor baby, I just feel so bad for you." But that must be really, really bad for you when you equate your whole world on looks, on your looks. Because what if you don't work out? I know some guys I've seen and some girls, they get in a car accident, something happens, they can work out for 6 months, get a little bit of fat and they freak out. They just freak the F out. They're like, their lives stop because they got a little flab. And it's like, well, that happens. You can work that out. Oh, I ate too much. Oh my God, I'm fat again. Like, but I'm saying that must be in your psyche somewhere. That must be true. Where everybody wants you for your body. Nobody cares if what you have a brain or anything. They all just want to sleep with you on some level. And there's folks out there who are not like that, who think, I want that too. Why nobody will sleep with me? And it's this weird thing where it's like we have the different sides. You have folks who feel like they're never looked at sexy. They're never thought of as a sexy person. They can't get guys or girls to look at them. They feel totally invisible. You get the guys and girls who are looking sexy, who feel like everybody wants you just for this, but you actually created that because that's what you wanted attention. And your own self-worth is tied into your ass or your chest or whatever. It's like, so that's like this weird thing. I'm hearing both sides of it. And me in the middle somewhere, I'm like, I just might love me. I don't care about either of that stuff. I'm just like, do you like me for me? And do you think I'm funny? Am I worth somebody you want to hang out with? That's kind of where I'm at. So it's a weird. I mean, I'm all that looking on Instagram. Again, I know that's what Instagram did to me. All that looking at Instagram, but I just think it's so interesting that people, what they equate as attention. There was another guy I was watching. He was like cooking some food with no shirt on, of course, and just talking. And he sounded so kind of depressive. And I'm looking at him going, yeah, great body, handsome face, nice little apartment somewhere. I don't know where he lives. Nice apartment, and you're not happy. So you're going to the gym because you have to. You feel like you have to, and you try to maintain some look because you feel like you have to. And I'm like, but is it really feeding you? Is it really feeding you inside? We always forget about the inside. Everybody's trying to do the outside looking. And there are some people out there who inside's fine. They worked it all out. And now they're sculpting the outside look to match it. That I get. I totally get that one. That's fine, everything. And it's fine. I know some guys and girls who are really good looking who they don't even act like it. And that's why I love that. They're good looking, but they're so down to earth and so friendly. And I think looks really are fleeting on some level. We change. And I'm learning as I get older, because I'm in my 50s, and I look at my hands sometimes, I go, I don't know, so what I'll go, they're like old hands all of a sudden. Who are these grandpa hands? I have chest hair. Oh, you can't see it here, but that's gray. And other places that's gray too. My beard too, gray. I was like, ooh, I am getting older. Like, I mean, my hair is pretty good. I got some gray on the sides, but it's pretty good. It's still mostly black. But it's really weird. It's like, yeah, I could dye it and stuff. That's beside the point. Just that we're aging. And I talk about aging on this show all the time. People go like, I talk about aging. Yes, I am 52. I'll be 53 in 5 months. I'm very proud of that. In Hollywood, they want me to not say my age. I don't have an internet age. I'm not all this. I'm not all that. Save the drama. I forgot I was wearing this. Oh my God, that's so funny. I forgot I was wearing this shirt. It's actually a stranger fan. It says, for you podcasters, it says GH Save the Drama. This is actually from the GH department from Frank Valentini at General Hospital. He gave me these. But yeah, it's completely this. I don't care. I tell my age. I don't like, so I'm internet age. I'm really crazy. I tell my age all the time. Tell the truth, shame the devil. I'm not ashamed of it. But see, then I know I get flack because I look pretty good for my age. I'm tall because my family has good genes, and some of us black folks, it don't crack. And I looked out. My mother looks great. My aunt looks great. My grandmother, they all look good. My father's side family look old. But my mother's side of the family all look good. And I took after them. And so I did luck out, and people don't think I'm in my 50s. When I'm shaved and everything's all nice and done, I'm not done up for you guys. It's just the morning that I people say, well, James, you're lucky. You don't look like you're getting older. You don't look this. You look pretty much the same as you did. And I say, but I know I'm getting older. I mean, I got a thing. I can tell I'm getting older, but I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna go gracefully. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, but it doesn't matter. I mean, sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes genes are genes. You just can't. I mean, yeah, what you look. But I do every once in a while, occasionally I'll look and go, wow, okay, these hands look a little old. They look young here, probably in the light. I don't know. I see things. I see things I've seen before. I'll go in my bathroom in the mirror, and I'll see something. I go, oh, what's that? That's an interesting new development. It's we don't age gracefully at all. That's all over the world. Not just America, all over the world. We just don't age gracefully. And I'm trying to age gracefully on some level. But I know I think like you're lucky, blah blah blah. I guess that's some of who I am. But I am getting older. I can tell. I'm getting older. And looks wise, I can tell certain parts of my face and body. I'm like, yeah, there's some wrinkles. I don't got some up here, and some things. But I like a person who looks at their age. I have no problem with that. I'm one of those weird people who likes people who look like who look like their ethnicity or look like they've lived a while, like rough faces. I do. I'm a big fan of that. So it doesn't bother me. But my body, I'm fat. I said on the show before, I am fat. I got fat this last couple of years because of COVID and not exercising like I used to and walking like I used to. It's scary out there in the world. But I accept it and I'm fine. And there are folks who like what I look like, and there are folks who don't. And so for me, I've walked confidently, again, not using my body. It's more of like, can you connect with me as a human being? Can you connect with me mentally, spiritually, emotionally? Yeah, sexually, of course, is part of it, but I never lead with that first. So I don't know. So I mean, but just going on Instagram and seeing all these picture after picture, and I'm being told, follow this person, follow that person. And it's like I said, it's different if your job is your body. Because if you're a personal trainer, bodybuilder, sports person, wrestler, whatever, that makes sense. Like you're showing things off, people they share techniques, they share food things, that's it. Or another thing, a little side offshoot of that, I always wonder about too, is meal prep. Everybody meal preps and stuff. I don't eat the same thing 5 days in a row. Sorry. I just can't. I don't think I can do that. Oh, I had a comment. That's what the comment says from Deborah. Deborah, I mean, Dad knows Deborah, being funny. It is odd because people are odd. Okay, sure. What matters don't matter anymore. All right. I shake my head. It's rare to find content that's truly positive and encouraging. Love it all, but balance is necessity, my beliefs. Sure. Okay. I know that for me, it's the mixed messaging. It's you're showing off your body and in provocative, evocative poses, and you're like saying something positive, like, today's a new day, or like, love yourself. Nobody, to me, it's like that almost makes it worse. I'd rather you put your shirt on and like sit at a desk and say that in a picture than you bent over a desk saying that to me. That's kind of like, just to me, it's a whole different thing. It's like, can you just like say, it's like you're trying to bring them in because of you're bent over. And then while you're here, let me throw a little platitude towards you. And some of these people I know personally in real life, they don't follow their platitudes. They don't follow none of their platitudes. They don't follow anything they're saying. It's all a joke. It's all for stuff. We've put so much importance on social media. Like, I probably wouldn't be on social media that much if it wasn't for my work. I literally, that's the place for me to promote my work. And a lot of times I don't scroll. A lot of times I'm trying to do more. So I have a lot of friends. I want to like their stuff, repost things they're doing. I'm trying to support them. But for the most part, I don't scroll. I have a lot of people have to send me things in private messages because they're like, "Do you see this?" I'm like, no. Because I don't have the time to just I don't have time. I rarely have time where I'm just sitting around doing nothing. That's not a shady remark or anything. I just don't. I have, you can see everything. I have stacks of stuff I'm working on all over the place. Over here too, like Grogu. I text her. I have a show to watch today. I have 2 more shows to do after this. I have a show to prepare for tomorrow. I got some laundry to do because I'm at home. I rarely have, and when I do have downtime, a lot of times I'm watching my TV shows for my work. Try to keep up with them and watch them. Or I'm sleeping. I take naps, kids. I take naps during the day. I don't care. I take a nap. Or my garden. Right now, I haven't been in my garden because it's been raining and so everything's really wet and growing. But another person, DC Sub Sanctuary, good morning. You are definitely a very supportive person on social media and not at all the mess on here, which I appreciate. I really respect your brand. I really respect your brand. Oh, thank you, DC. I share your stuff, DC Sanctuary. You know, I do. I share your stuff on Twitter. Everybody check out DC Soap Sanctuary. He does stuff on Twitter. The soaps. He has videos and things. But thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Thank you. I feel like we have to lift each other up. And also you're a man of color. So I always support men of color. Always. Always. To do something positive. But I feel like it takes 2 seconds to retweet somebody's stuff. It was something that's in my wheelhouse. And I have fans who may like his content. Our followers may like someone's content. So why not retweet it? I don't feel like I'm the OG, which I am, but I'm the one who only watched my stuff and that's it. It's like, no, it's enough to go around. There's enough stuff going around. I have a GH podcast I've had for almost 7 years. But as many of you guys know, I support all the GH podcasts that are out there. I've had them on my shows. And I think why not? I mean, I have a Bold and Beautiful podcast, and we support each other with Bold and Beautiful. YNR, same thing. I support other podcasts, the shows. If you're nice to me, I don't support all of them, but most of them I do. And we're all a village, and there's so much content that people want all this content. They do, and I do Star Wars stuff, and my Star Wars shows are really popular. There's a million Star Wars shows, but we offer different points of view. What I say may not be the same thing someone else says, and what someone else says may be saying it's all different stuff, and we present it in different ways. But it's like, yeah. My granddaughter sent me a text. That's so funny. It's so crazy. It's one of those things that it's I believe in the whole village mentality. Okay, doesn't body image cause eating disorders or a leading cause? Well, that's the whole thing, right? So if you're not happy with the way you look, even though we're all going, you look amazing. So I was, for some reason, every person I know just about who works out, has a great body, they'll tell you 10 things wrong with themselves. Yeah, but this. Yeah, but that. Yeah, but this. They're never satisfied. I've never met a person who has a great body who's been completely satisfied. They're always trying to improve. They're always trying to change. They're always trying. And I think that's very interesting. And so I think, well, if that's always your case, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. And so many of them, of course, they're watching what they eat, how they eat so closely. But then real world life happens, like COVID, and it throws everyone off, right? I feel the same as well that, between people stuff from everybody. Remember all the gyms were closed in parts of the country. In LA, they were closed. They're totally closed. And that was a problem for a lot of people. A lot of people were getting really depressed and they couldn't go to the gym. Is their life. The gym is a huge part of their lives, or a part of their life. Gym life, #gym life. That was their thing. So they couldn't go. So what do you do? I saw some people being really ingenuous and getting making home gyms, things like that. But I know a lot of folks were just not happy about that. They were just like, they didn't know what to do themselves. They were like, I like going to the gym because they like the social aspect or whatever. But it was like they had the right machines, or maybe they're looking for or whatever. They couldn't do it, so they were afraid their bodies were going to fall apart. And some did. Some did. And they're trying to get back now. The gyms are back open, but if that's your focus, is every day, my body. I hope that you try to balance it out with my mind. That's what you should do also at the same time. Doing your body, work on your mind. That's kind of what I'm always like, that's what we probably should do, just to be a little safe, because I just think it's it's scary out there. And yes, everyone's channel offers something different for everybody. I feel that's not two different things right now. It's my life. My life is always split in different areas. But no, when it comes to other people's content, I try to be. There are folks who are supportive to me. There are folks that retweeted my stuff, liked my pages, gave me shout outs, have me on their shows. So I feel like I'm paying it forward. I've been doing this for a long time, kids. It'll be 15 years I've been in the business. This month is 15 years. It's coming up soon. I'll be doing a whole post on that. And so many times, for many people, that's a long time, right? And I have some longtime friends in the business and long time stuff that I've done. And there's times when I feel like I'm yesterday's news. I'm like, okay, I'm somebody who, I was hot stuff at one point. Now I'm a staple, which is on some level you want to get to that point, right? That you're somebody that everybody just knows you're here, and that they just know your stuff. And I've been around a long time, do a lot of stuff. I'm watching some of the newer kids come up, and I love it. I'm so happy for them. I'm completely like, just yes, do it. But they're new and they're fresh and they're getting lots of attention, and it's like, oh, I remember those days. Well, actually, those days I wasn't getting attention because it was all over time period. But now the technology and stuff, it's like, okay. So I never know. And like DC so things where he said what he felt about me. I never know what people feel about me until they tell me, because I'm such a workhorse. I put out I'm just a machine of content that I get reaction in the views I get and the downloads. That tells me if something's working or not. But when people think about me, I have no idea. Somebody tells me. No, here's somebody, oh, you're the GOAT, you're the this. I'm like, oh, I am? Okay, I'll take that. Sure. I mean, I don't call myself that, but sure, I'll take it. I'm an OG. I've been here for a while. But there are other podcasts who've done longer than I have. I mean, I'm not there. I wasn't the first podcast on earth. But I was one of the first of some of these brands, yes. And the variety and velocity and volume of content, I think I stand head and shoulders above a lot of people. I'll toot my own horn, give myself the bell. I think I do. But I never know if people think my stuff's good or bad. I just do it. I'm on to the next project anyway. I'm like, you'll not like it. I was just telling Flubbo Voice the other day, follow him to Flubbo Voice. There are folks who will pick apart your stuff. I don't care. I got it done. I'm a doer. I get shit done. And I think that's to be admirable. I mean, you can say it's, this or that, the other third, or the sound could be better. Yes, I'm always improving and changing as I do this work and find things out. But I mean, I got people doing stuff. I give people a chance. I'm changing. I'm being told by my actors and guests, I'm hoping to change their lives for the better. To me, that's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I need. If I get 5 views per show, that's fine. But if my actors and people tell me, I saw that video. I was officiating a wedding, and one of the guests was a friend of mine, Kirsten, said, I watched that interview with so and so, and I love her. It changed my life. So my job's done. I'm like, so I don't know until people tell me stuff. I don't know how people feel about me until they tell me, and I'm like, because I'm just out there. But I see all my other friends who have been out less than I have. They're getting write-ups and papers, and I get a few write-ups here and there too. Yes, I was on Jimmy Kimmel Live last year, which gave me a big boost. So I do. It's one of those things. I don't get nothing, and then how funny. I don't get anything. But then once what I do get, I get big. I get big bumps. That's what it is. I get big bumps. I go through and nobody says something about me. I'm like, okay, I care. Then I'll get this big opportunity, and it's like, oh, that's really big. So I don't know what that's about either. But I had someone tell me, an intuitive tell me that this is the year I'm going to explode. Apparently, so I won't explode. I'm going to go to a bigger level. That all this has been leading up to this, so we'll see. I'm gonna keep going, no matter what anybody says. I'm gonna keep going and keep going, keep going. But I've had some close calls for things. That didn't happen. This is Hollywood. It happens. I stay in the groove. I stay in my lane. I continue. I put out what I want to put out. I'm in charge. I have my own online network. Again, not worrying about my body. Yeah, I get more healthy. I'm very active. I'm actually a very active person, as you can tell. I'm very active, upbeat. but yeah, I gained some weight, and my priority isn't to become some thin twink. Just isn't at all. Let's see. So how long have I been on, folks? Because I had issues with the internet. Okay, I gotta make sure. I'm in charge. 30 minutes. Okay, that's good. Trying to keep things a little short on here. Well, that's I guess that's for today. Thanks for coming in and listening to my little soapbox moment and interesting observation. Oh, this sounds like Lucretia. So for today, because this is just JLJ this morning live, some new shows. So I got if you follow me on Patreon, which you could, I have a $5, $10, $20 tiers. Help me out. Go over there and you check out my new series. It's a lot only over there, and I talk about my fear of flying. Great episode. I believe today I am on What's Up Flobo, the 200th episode. I believe it's out today. That's at Flobo Boys on YouTube. I'll share it with everybody. Let's see. Might say something. James, you are handsome. We all have gained weight during COVID. Genuineness and transparency is a rarity. I believe what you are saying as well. You can call me Deborah. That's somebody. No, thank you. It's very sweet of you. Thank you. Yes, we all had them all. I am very transparent, folks. I don't care. I mean, again, we're gonna just be ourselves, because that literally, yes, I'm gonna be myself no matter what. Right. Check out my new series, Rapid Rita and the Speedster. It is a superhero comedy audio drama. It's out on all streaming services, Rapid Rita and the Speedster. That's out. Check out the last episode for the season finale of season 2 of Miss Hill Road, another audio drama. That's out there. Unfortunately, I have no new series coming out just yet, but I do have on the Really Short Story podcast some new one-off episodes starting this Saturday, so check those out. I'll be doing the Boba Fett after show, the Book of Boba Fett on Disney Plus tonight, 8 p.m. with Frank Moran. Tomorrow I'll be doing the And Just Like That after show from HBO Max, Sex and the City reboot with Emily May Heller tomorrow night at 7. Then I'll be doing another, I don't normally watch that, DC Comics with my friends Full Voice and Frank Moran. So we got some good content for you. If you're a soap fan, the soaps are coming back on the 16th. But this Sunday, me and Christian J. LeBlanc it's a video we recorded already that we released on the Wide Harmony Spotlight, celebrating his 30 years at The Young and the Restless. You want to miss that episode. It's a great interview. Everyone, please take care of yourselves. Have compassion. Get a test.